joining me today, and welcome to the sandwich generation, where you and I are stuck between our kids and grandkids and our parents and grandparents, and we're just trying to figure out what to do to make it okay for everybody. And speaking of figuring out what to do to make it okay, I want to talk about the difference between you watching these videos with me and if you deal with me in person or on the phone at my community. So let's dig into that. When you're looking for senior living, it is never because everything's okay. If everything were okay, you wouldn't be looking. And so we know that. But a lot of times when you start looking, the subject is raw in your heart and it's painful, and you don't necessarily feel like talking to a whole bunch of people about it. Or maybe you have questions that you think that people might be upset with you for even asking, and you need to hear the truth. Maybe you're one of those people who is hurting so much right now that you're having to watch these videos like this because you can't even bear to hardly hear what I'm saying. Maybe you're a person that only watches for 20 seconds at a time because that's all your heart can take. That's okay. It's okay. I've been there myself. It's okay. And I'm going to be just as blunt as I can be on these videos, because sometimes it's just easier to hear information that you find scary or upsetting in your house, in your PJs eating ice cream. It's just easier to hear those things sometimes. And also not to hear them face to face or on the phone with someone where you're thinking, I'm gonna have to talk back. What if I start crying? What if I get upset? What if I don't want to hear it anymore? Do I have to hang up on them? That's why these videos are here. They came about because of COVID. A lot of you are sitting out there and you're hurting, and your family is suffering, and your extended family is suffering, and your parents are getting weaker in their house, and you're just waiting for a fall for them to wind up in the hospital, and then you're going to do something. That's a terrible idea, by the way. Why would you ever want to wait for someone to get hurt before you got them help? If you see the freight train running out of control in your family right now, and COVID is making things a lot worse for our loved ones right now, aren't they? If you're having that happen, you have to act. You have to. It's a humane thing to do. Do you really want to find your mother lying on the floor after 3 days because she fell and broke her hip, but you were out at a conference somewhere and thought she'd be okay because you stocked the fridge? We're going to talk about things like that. We're going to talk about hard subjects here. And it's okay for you to stop these when you can't hear it anymore and pick them up later, because eventually you'll hear everything you need to hear. And sometimes we just have to work that way. Our hearts and brains can't take it, double especially if it comes to our parents or our spouse. Those are hard times. So that's what we're going to talk about on the channel. We're going to talk about the tough topics. I'm just going to rip off the Band-Aid with you, and that's just how it's going to be, because I need you to hear these words. Let's suppose, though, that you are looking for senior living in my area, and you need help. You need resources. I have truckloads of resources, but double especially you who live on the east side of Dallas, Garland, Mesquite, that area. We would love to have your loved one with us. And I can guarantee you that when you call me, yes, I will be direct if that's what you need, but I will also, yes, be very gentle if that's what you need. Because when you talk to someone on the phone or in person, it's just different. And so don't expect me to be super direct and harsh in those things when we talk. Expect me to meet you where you are in your journey and hold your hand through it, because that's what you need from someone you're talking about directly with this. So I just wanted to give you a little word of encouragement and to let you know that there's a difference between the in-person me and the person talking to you on these videos, and you do need to hear both of those messages. But just know it's okay to watch for a few minutes and stop. It's okay to give me a call because you need to do something quickly. If you've got someone in the hospital or in rehab, they're going to have to discharge to somewhere and get some help. I encourage you to watch, and then let's stop and take a breath. Let's think it through. Give me a call. We'll talk about it. Thanks for watching.